Alright, people, Doom the Dark Ages is on today's menu, and we are not talking about any weird controversy that some people are trying to cook up, because there is none, okay? You can enjoy the game, you can not like the game. The same thing applies to Doom Eternal, the same thing applies to Doom 2016. The one game that is uncontroversial to dislike, and fairly enough, is Doom 3.
No, God!
We all agree with that, right?
Okay, there's a few things we need to take care of first. This is your personal data assistant. You'll need this to access all secure areas. If you get clearance for any security zones, it'll download directly. It's important, so don't lose it.
Right, but today we're not going to be talking about Doom 3 though. It's Doom the Dark Ages and a review from Fleekazoid that has been recommended for me to watch. So, what's the wording again from his side? Pimps? Let's go.
Warning, if you don't want to be spoiled. Doom the Dark Ages is taking inspiration from the original Doom games because, as we all know, Doom peaked with H-Doom on the T83 calculator. Right off the bat, if you want to know if Doom the Dark Ages is worth buying, I'm gonna say this. A lot of people judge their buying decisions on a $1 per hour of fun basis, and if you get this game for free, it lives up to those expectations. So in my situation, having received this for free from my wife's boyfriend, I must say I think this game is fantastic.
Okay, so we are going in a cock direction with the title there. I see.
Doom 2016 was run and gun. Doom Eternal was smoke, crack, and shoot back. Doom the Dark Ages is parry and turn my headphones up real loud so I can't hear my wife and her boyfriend wrestling in the other room. Some franchises never know when to change. New Doom doesn't know when to stop changing. At this rate, Doom 4 is gonna play like Just Dance. The Doomslayer's gonna be popping that ass on the dance floor to Tay-Tay. Then
I want to see Doom Primal, where you're riding a flaming mammoth. No, like seriously, I'm not joking, that would be freaking metal, like 1 million BC Ghost Rider. Or it could turn out bad because it might remind people that there's a game by Ubisoft that had a similar concept. But Far Cry Primal was actually pretty fun.
Removing 90% of the glory kills and replacing them with bumper cars is great because I love playing bumper cars with my wife's boyfriend. I like that they toned down the berserk mode to a slightly impolite mode. This is way better. Here's the old toxically masculine mode.
Okay, in all fairness, Doom the Dark Ages does have glory kill. I'm not gonna be that guy who goes like skill issues, but you can still execute glory kills. It just depends on where you place yourself and you have to time it, and a lot of them are relegated to just jumping because it has all to do with like the setup. He now has a shield and stuff. I know, it's kind of dumb. I would have wished that you just had a button to prompt it all just like we had in Eternal, but that's the decision that they went with. I'm not excusing it, I'm just saying that that's a matter of fact.
And here's the new Based mode.
You would like it if I called you Mommy's good boy. Are you Mommy's good boy?
Yeah, the soundtrack's a little weird in the new game, but we'll get to that later. I'm glad they're making this game less masculine, because after playing Doom Eternal, my wife's boyfriend started getting scared of me. After all those glory kills, all those chainsaw kills, a berserk mode where you fucking punch a demon's leg off. I hope it's wheelchair accessible, bitch. God! I'm getting chubbed up just thinking about it. I might tell him that I'm banging my wife tonight. But Doom the Dark Ages is so much better because it gets me back to being that sensitive guy. Let's not rip and tear until the job is done. Let's rip and tear into a Ben & Jerry's and talk about our feelings.
In all fairness, Doom is very therapeutic. Like seriously, some people are dealing with issues in different ways, like myself going to therapy and learning that I actually do have narcolepsy, and the many years of being told that you are just too lazy for doing certain things just came from the fact that I was freaking sleep deprived. And so I have to look inwards to kind of solve certain issues, or I would like to rock some chainmail, wear a freaking shield that can split people's skulls apart and just tear demons down. There is some values to that. The gym clearly was a solution for me, and therapy also did help. Now, there's obviously something to be said about the coping mechanism of the Doom guy and how it reflects on the male fantasy. Like in Doom 2016, you bash the skull of a demon before you even learn how to walk. And while I clearly appreciate the cataracts-inducing gameplay of Doom Eternal, I can like the mechanized coping there is with beating demons in a mech in Doom the Dark Ages, so I see values in both. There is one issue though that I really do not stand with this game, which is the soundtrack, but we'll get to that.
Hopefully they add in a femboy Doomslayer skin later this year. Doom 2016 made you feel things and made you feel powerful and strong and manly. This game makes me feel like I should play that game again. In Doom the Dark Ages, we are back as Lizzo. I mean, Doom Dark Ages is out, and all jokes aside, in today's quadruple A gaming market, even their worst game is better than most of the schlock that comes out today. The mechs, the dragons, baby-birding beams of hellfire down a monster's throat, it's just pure awesome shit in comparison to the last AAA game I played, where a very different monster was going down Yasuke's throat. And that's the last I'll talk about AC Shadow.
Oh my god.
No, it's not. Now, seeing as the mechs have no glory kills, you're more getting excited on the idea of mechs rather than the execution. Kind of like getting energized on the idea of cocaine rather than actually snorting it. But that's the last time I'll talk about glory kills, I promise. The flow of combat in this game is great until you go to do a glory kill. And if you're a little retired in the head, don't worry, because this is way easier than the last game. The learning curve in Eternal was a learning cliff. You either got it or you got motion sickness. I remember my papaw walked by me playing Eternal and he said, "Oh, you're playing Doom? I remember playing Doom back in 1993. Oh!" And he died just looking at 3 frames of gameplay from Eternal, and he couldn't take it. Joke's on his dumb ass, though. In the Dark Ages, I'm doing everything he was doing in the senior home. Just playing frisbee and pickleball while grabbing ass and being slightly racist. And every time I worry that my T levels are getting too high, Doom Guy throws his Doom cheeks on the enemies instead of doing a really awesome takedown, and it drops my T level right back into Tesla owner ranges. Like those times when you're fighting this guy and you hit him with that shotgun, slap his ass off the mount, freeze him with the shield. Here comes the big finish. You see what I mean, though? It felt really clean right up until I hit that glory hole in the combat where the glory kill used to be. And before you say, Fleek, but the glory kills are still in the game, you get to see this shit 1 weekend a month with supervised visitation. I see these takedowns just often enough to resent their creator for taking the other 40 variants out of the game. How the hell do you put mechs in a modern Doom game and then not give them takedowns? I'm out.
Fair. Absolutely fair. And yes, you do get the freaking cannons there to absolutely rip them apart, but still, you give them power fists, give them the ability to rip them apart with your hands. Robot hands.
I hear like a big-ass chihuahua humping their leg. They removed the X factor of this game, and for what? So I could go play Ultimate Frisbee? I'm throwing my pre-Ozempic Doom cheeks on the enemies, and the only time I get a glimpse at a takedown is if I can get my whopper slaying ass high enough off the ground to do one takedown they let me keep. Whoever decided to make the game flow better by replacing the iconic glory kills with a clunkier, slower, unsatisfying, and unresponsive alternative is a genius. This reminds me of when I took the wheels off my car to make it go faster. Now, for all the people saying this game is slow, a lot of people are going to recommend that you turn this up to 150% in the game slider settings. But I just don't think that's enough. So what I did was speed hack the game to go at 4 times the max speed, so I might finally... And for my fellow 70-year-old AARP card holders in the audience, if you were annoyed by the constant weapon switching in the last game, you don't gotta worry about that any longer. Because in this game, you only need one gun. The best gun in this game is the shield, and the best shield in this game is the super shotgun. You use the shield like a lawnmower to clear out all the pretend enemies, then you use the shotgun to shit on the real enemies harder than Johnny Depp's ex-wife shat on the bed. Just bam, bam, bam. That's 3 big bams. Now you gotta get new sheets. Even
we'll never move away from the Amber Heard trial, aren't we? It's over, goddammit. Everybody pretended to be a court expert for like a hot minute. Let it go.
When they gave me the BFC, I said, "Oh, thanks, that's really neat, but I'm already the big fucking top."
No. Hold on. I'm doing something wrong here. I should not be bumping my head to any soundtrack from this. Not to say that there aren't parts of it that are good, but... You know, it's not the same without Mick Gordon. It's just not. And they couldn't even go and do the thing that many expected with the game Atomic Heart. Remember that one? that failure, that massive Gooner bait that some of us did play and make reviews of. Here we go, the moment we've all been waiting for. Yes. People are going to say, hey Jack, you are very selective about the shot that you're taking. This game is freaking weird. Like, what is this?
It's Morbid time.
That had Geoff Plays Guitar, who did make soundtrack for that, and I think also something for Cyberpunk as well. So, hey, please, why didn't you include the guy into this one? He's exceptionally good at making that type of music as well. Yo, can we talk about this soundtrack for a moment? Oh man, it's wild. He's having a do moment. You could have emulated the works of Gordon, but Egg should have stuck around.
Hang on a second, I think my T levels are getting too high. Let me watch a takedown. Oh, there we go. No,
high T levels.
I hope you and Fabio have a great night out. Use my credit card. If I had to rank the Shield on my official lawnmower tier list, I'd rank it at S tier, maybe even Mega Milk tier. Story. Remove all the dialogue. No, I'm telling you, I want only scenes of Doom Guy aura farming like Dirty fucking Harry. I want to make this a silent film. In fact, they make Doom Guy say one word.
Run.
That's one word too many. Music. All I have to say is this. Now, if I had to rate this game on a buy, wait for a sale, or it's okay basis, I would say this is the type of game you get for free and go, hey, you know, for the money, it's not that bad. I had a truly incandescent time playing this game. 1 out of 10. Fuck you.
Bro, the tariffs aren't doing much favors. I'm gonna assume that it's because of the tariffs that this thing is costing so much, but 80 euros for us over here. Kinda sucks. It really sucks.
You remove glory kills. Thanks to the flock of pimps for bankrolling this video, and another huge thanks to all the pimpers for buying me all this demon-slaying lead. Fleeka!
I mean, yeah, playing with the pet dragon Surat, I too went wee. But yeah, overall, I'll say that Doom the Dark Ages is a fun enough game. It's not Eternal. I like Eternal more, I say, especially because of the music, and also it's a lot more fast-paced. There's just something about it, but I guess that spending enough time with the game has caused that to happen. But yeah, there's nothing that essentially the modding community is not going to be tweaking on that. But in any cases, great review from Fleekazoid as always. I like the direction that he went with there. And of course, if you like this one, don't forget to hit that like and also subscribe button if you want to see more. Wish you all to have a wonderful day. See you guys in the next one. Bye.